Play Your Role is a proud affiliate of Only Crits Dice. Check the link in the description for beautiful and high-quality hard-edge and metal dice, as well as other tabletop products. So one of my favorite archetypes in literature and media is the strong Stoic type. And I really like the strong Stoic type because it just has impact. A good, well-played strong silent type can really bring a ton to a story. It can bring a backbone and emotional support to the other characters. And more importantly, it can really lead to having a typical strong character who does not steal the spotlight. However, in D&D, when you play a strong Stoic silent type, it is very easy to get overwhelmed or overwashed by the other characters. The spotlight never comes on you, it is easy to be faded into the background, and only show up occasionally for combat, and that can be really disappointing for what you want to do.
Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me?
So how do you make that kind of character worth playing? Well, let's talk about that. When it comes to playing the strong silent Stoic type, there's probably one tip I can give you that will elevate your character above anything else and be able to really make that a satisfying character, but I'm going to hold off on it for a second. First, I want to talk about why it is important that people like to play these types. See, when you play a strong silent type, there's a few particular reasons of why you might want to do that. The first one is you're not confident at the table. A lot of the times playing the silent character means you don't have to step up or speak a lot. You don't have to interact a lot. You don't have to make a lot of the important decisions.
You know, you don't talk very much. I like you.
If you're feeling unconfident in your role-playing abilities, a silent type is a great way to go. And that's a good thing. I think it's really helpful for new players to play those types of characters because it really helps them see and observe what everybody else is doing. But if you are that player who wants to do that, I'm going to give you a personal challenge to try and eventually move out of that archetype. It is great for having a comfort zone. It is great to help you adjust and learn what it is you're doing when playing role-playing games. But eventually, you do have to move out of that. You do have to experience and explore if you want to experience the full roleplay game anyways.
Be yourself. Come out of your shell.
But maybe you wouldn't like the real me.
There's no way that could be true. Whatever is inside, we can deal with it together.
Together?
Together.
You're right. You're right. I'm gonna do it.
That's it. Break free, Penny.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be myself.
What the what?
If that's where you're comfortable and you have no desire to move out of it, okay, I get it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you really want to experience this game, you're going to have to move out of that archetype eventually. But the other reasons people might play the strong Stoic types is because they've seen it in different stories and they really like those types of characters. And I totally get it. A strong, silent badass is so fun and amazing to see in any type of story.
I know. You're right. As long as I'm confident with who I am, it doesn't matter what other people think. Thanks, Longshot.
And a reason that a lot of people really like playing those types of characters is because it's really fun to see a silent character and know they can back up what it is they're doing with their actions. They don't have to talk, they don't have to speak, they don't have to give all that verbose and unnecessary boasting about everything that it is that they're doing because they can just act. A character of action can be way more entertaining than those of words sometimes. And so it's a lot of fun to see that and see that in a story, but at D&D it is really, really hard. So what is it that you could do to actually make that kind of character worth playing and fun for you at the table? Well, there's one particular thing, and this is the tip that I mentioned earlier. When you are a character of little words and mostly action, your actions make a larger impact.
Maybe we should just give up.
Give up? Give up? The day may come when we'll give up on fruitless searches after a mere 11 minutes, but that day is not today. The day may come when our favorite reptile may be lost from our memories and his enduring love of mushrooms forgotten, but that day is not today. Today we search. We will search for him in the streets. We will search for him in the trenches. We will search for him in the alleys and the mini-malls and the cul-de-sacs of this fair land. We'll search for him in the multi-level car parks and municipal recreational facilities. And we few, we happy few, we small band of brothers and girl from across the street, we shall not cease till he is found.
Think of it like this way. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. Imagine that as the snowball rolls, that is representative of all the time you remain silent. The face of the party will come forward and talk consistently and constantly, meaning their snowball does not roll very much. It rolls a little bit and falls apart, rolls a little bit and falls apart. But you, as the strong silent type, continue to roll. You do not talk, you do not speak. You let others talk and do all that. You will only act when the time is right, when you feel it's necessary. And so your snowball rolls, and it rolls, and it rolls, and it rolls, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time you decide to take an action or step up to speak, you carry way more weight because you decided it was time for you to act. You decided it was time for you to step into the spotlight. And if you're playing with a good group, a respectful group, they will let you have that spotlight because you do not usually take it, and they understand that, and so it is important. A lot of the times in shows like Critical Role, you could see characters like Yasha or Caleb who consistently kind of stay in the background. And when they do choose to step forward and take the spotlight, the rest of the party lets them because they know that is an important and big moment. And that's huge. That is something that is important for your table.
So you pull back and shove her off, she kind of slams into the bars, they rattle from the impact. She's like,
come on, champion. You're so close. Fucking finish it.
Jesus. And so if your table understands, hey, I am not going to be playing a character who involves themselves a lot, I will step in occasionally when I feel the time is right, but I want my character's actions to have meaning, they should be able to be respectful of that, and you should be able to really step forward and make it known. When you play a silent character, you're not going to have a ton of interaction all the time. You can have tiny little moments, tiny little actions, but it's important to remember that when you do take your actions, take a moment and realize what it is that you're going to do. Plan it out ahead of time. Think about it. Understand that when you do act, you are thinking in your head, all right, this is the reason why I need to move forward. I have to step in here. And if you do that, you should be able to play a pretty entertaining character at your table. So go out into the world and make it your own, you beautiful bastards. Don't forget to have a great day, and never forget to play your role. Thank you. Come again.